And what's up, everybody? This is your host, None Defense, host of this YouTube channel, and of course, we are the Task Force, still unboomable, with our leader, Boom Bitch Angie. So we're just gonna. I gotta speed through this because I just did a really long video and then I accidentally deleted it. So now I just gotta kind of. But I was really just rambling. So we gotta just do better. So I'm gonna go through. You know the plan, folks at home. We did Tinderbox yesterday. I'm gonna go through each base as quickly as I can and talk about all the attacks specifically on that one base. So we are going straight into this. Got to be a speed run. So we're going into Black River. This was Fancy Pants at the wheel, which was driven by myself. The question was, how are we going to deal with all these rockets back here? Are we going to go with Team Artillery or Warriors? I volunteered to at least try a Warrior run. I'm not great at Warriors. I certainly could have done something better, different, but all in all, not bad. The idea with Warriors, and I'm still working on the timing of it all, but the idea is you flare to something, let your guys settle, and then flare to something else, and you're smoking the whole time to keep them safe. So Nick, who is a good Warrior user, he watched that attack and and confirmed that it was a well executed attack. It just didn't work out, and that's going to happen. So that was the very first attack of the day. The second attack on Black River, we decided to go back to Hookah and go to Team Artillery Tactics. And, of course, I screwed it up. I'm glad I threw that little bomb there to get rid of that. That one mine. What I should have done, I'm telling you right now, is I should have did like 3 to 4 smoke here. Only did like 2, 3, and they were mistimed, and it just went terrible. Here we go. Let's watch it. Boom, I'm losing Zukas. Boom, losing Zukas. Like, you can lose heavies. You're allowed to lose heavies. But when you're losing Zukas, that's a big problem. Big problem. I should have also fought these machine guns, like, right out the gate with my hookah. I don't know what I was thinking. But there you go. So, that was on Buddy. So, I should have learned my lesson and taken out those machine guns at this point, right? Well, no, I didn't. I tried doing the exact same thing again, and still did it wrong. And I don't know why. It's like, come on, Smith, you know better than that. Like, you don't get to be None Defense for no reason and then be allowed to go and do crap like that. So, I should have done better. After there was just Team Artillery and just throwing some stuff at the rockets. But by now, we're already behind on this base, and it's my fault because those were my 3 attacks. Like, those machine guns should have been gone on the first attack. Both of those mortars should have been gone on the second attack. So Recruiter's run should have been, like, much more advanced. Like, we should have already been past all this stupid stuff. I should have been back here dealing with this mortar or something. But I'm still messing around up here close to the beach, so that was on me. Here we go. Again, I'm trying to be fast, guys. Guinness. Here we go. So Guinness finally took care of the machine guns. What I should have done on the very first time. He went in with Grenadiers. He was offered and was willing to swap to something else. I felt like for this attack, the grenades would be okay. I felt like his artillery would be strong enough that he could, at least take out a rocket. And he did good. He took out the machine guns, and he's bombed some rockets. And I think he takes out that other one. I don't recall off the top of my head. But, all in all, it was a little good just Team Artillery attack. I don't really have much coaching to offer, with grenades, you're either positioned where you're getting shot at and you're dying, or you're positioned where you're not getting shot at and you're not dying. I would have definitely finished that one rocket right there with that barrage, but whatever. Okie dokie. So as we go, and I'm just going to be kind of calling out, the attacks that could have gone better. Let's get the attacks that, on a scale of 1 to 5, the attacks, a 5 is obvious. So far, let's see, with my 3 attacks, with with Fancy Pants, Recruiter, and Buddy, on a scale of 1 to 5, I'm honestly grading myself like maybe a 3 on the first run for effort, and then a 2 and a 2. So far, the score is, just from that, the score isn't that good. and that adds up. When you start having some low ranking attacks, it adds up quickly. For Guinness, I'd probably score that one, maybe a 3, maybe a 4, nothing impressive. Certainly, yeah, 3. So, Irvin, here we go. So the plan here was to just get everybody back in this area, start working some team artillery on these rockets. I know you wanted to get in position. I get it. I'm glad you did. I don't know, maybe you shock a little better there. We discussed it yesterday, so I'm not going to really dwell on it. Oh, but there at the end, when you had 2 heavies that were just chewing up that power cell that ultimately didn't destroy, I'm not sure your exact situation, but even if you had destroyed that one power cell, I don't think you'd have done anybody any favors with it. So if you're down to just like 2 heavies on a power cell, just get out of there, man. I know we have a no retreat policy, but there are exceptions when it's like, yeah, we got you. Okay. Oh, wrong base. So that was Irvin. No, I don't want to exit Boom Beach. I just want to get out of that. Okay, so that was Irvin, and after that, and of course, for those who don't know, Irvin is Hillbillies, HB's second account. So then HB went in, Nisi went in, he went in hookah. Alright. Irvin, I'm probably going to give you, maybe I'll just give you an even 3 for that attack. So, I'm not keeping actual score based on these numbers. But for the folks playing at home, who are better at math on the fly than I am, will probably know that, based on that scoring system, we're not doing very well. This flare right here, I'm not sure what was up with that flare. Like, I totally would have flared back here, like in this situation. If you're going to go back here, then get back here. But Nisi, what you did, and I was watching this live, and it is on a video, is I was screaming at you, shock, 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 and you just wouldn't listen. You just wouldn't listen, Nisi, and it's okay, it's fine. In the end, you got some good bombs off, so we'll just grade it a 3. A 3 is not bad, but it's just a 3, just a 3. Okay, so that was Nisi. We're doing much faster on this video. HB. The last video, I think I probably rambled and talked to a couple of you way longer than I should have. Alright, so HB knows what's going on. We're trying to drop over here. We're going to flare over here. He's going to flare back here. HB, and when the rocket is this low, I'm already going to throw some bombs at it so it doesn't even get a shot off. Like, I don't want it to get a shot if I can avoid it. I mean, it's right there. Try to destroy it. Excuse me. But in the end, you get your guys back there, and then it's, kind of just basic team artillery tactics. As I recall, nothing really fancy or amazing happened from here. So if I have to grade it, looking, 22 seconds. Well, alright, we'll give it a 4 because there were no big mistakes, and it was, so yeah, we'll just call it a 4. But a 4 is just like, yeah, alright, pretty good. Okay, so, first 4 of the day, Hillbilly. So, as you can see, we are way behind. This was Willow. Willow has red health statues out the wazoo. Alright, it's not like a lot, but that's her focus. So, I figured her heavies would be able to do pretty good here, and they did, all in all, and it was a solid attack. I know I'm just going to give it a 3 because we did get rid of some cannons. I think we ended up throwing some bombs. It was okay. So yeah, about a 3. See what happened over here. Then we went up here, got a few shots off with some team artillery. So yeah, I'll give it a 3. Just from good bomb work and taking out some cannons. So there you go. There was Willow's 3. Alright, let's give it a 4 to be fair. I'm trying to be, I shouldn't be really super hard on myself just because it's me, though I feel like I should. But we'll probably give that a 4 if I have to be honest. Panty Slayer, this is real life Titan. This is Titan's second account. Okay, so Titan, loved how you dropped the Zookas there. You dropped all your Zookas first. You dropped your heavies here. which makes, see how the heavies kind of line up and protect the Zookas. So if there were something here giving you fits, you got it. You're in a good position to save the day there. All right, flaring up here. You let the flare run out. We do this a lot on this team. I notice we get so busy looking at whatever the heck we're looking at, and we forget to re-flare. And I've done it. It happens. But we got to be better about not forgetting to re-flare. That second flare, or up here, because in this case it would have been his third flare, because he flared to here, flared to here. One more flare takes you home, brother. Finish the mission. Alrighty, so then you have to end up re-flare, so now it's kind of more of a panic flare situation. Okay, you go over there. I mean, you took out that cannon. All in all, kind of shocked that machine gun a little early, but whatever. I'm going to give it a 3. Nothing fancy. Okay. Pulling that up. Black River, Titan. Now, Titan, I had just done a really good job of explaining how you dropped really well on Slayer, and you flared really well to the little corners, kept everybody safe, and then you go and do this crap. Aww. So, see how you're taking unnecessary damage over here? You only barely dodged that bullet, you know what I mean? You did not, don't think you're like, oh yeah, I'm such a great flare. No, you could have easily lost a tank there. You could have easily lost a medic there. Also, in this situation, don't bomb this rocket. This rocket, it barely even shot at anybody all day long. Don't bomb this one. Bomb this one. See, it's been firing at you the whole time. I'm not even watching what's happening over here, because this rocket is just blasting, and this one's taking damage. So we gotta not do things like that. But in the end, it was an okay attack. We discussed what kind of went wrong. No reason to kick a dead horse now. Okay. So that was Black River. I feel like I missed somebody. Tone. Okay. Tone. Remember on Slayer, he dropped all his Zookas over here, and then the heavies were here. Well, you kind of, I don't know what happened here, but they were kind of all over the place. And then we talk about flaring to this corner. I promise, guys, if you make flaring to this corner just a habit, even if you don't really need to, it will save you. It will save troops. It will save troops. It will save troops. So let's watch what happens. You flare up here, straight up there. So they're going to take this angle, and as a result, you're going to lose how many Zookas? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, see that? 3 Zookas. And you may be thinking, oh, but they're just 3 Zookas. Yeah, 3 Zookas are huge. You don't really have that many of them. Yeah, you only have half as many as you would have with riflemen. And so when you start losing your Zookas, you're in trouble. It's starting to look bad. I don't know what that shock was for right there. I'm totally gonna, if you got the bombs, use the bombs. That's how it works. And you could have at least put a few bombs on it before you even dropped. And I'm not saying that's what you should do. I like the fact that you made sure you were in position, but at the same time, this rocket's still blasting you, and just my eyeball said that it looked like you could have maybe already stopped them by now. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not being overly critical. I'm just calling it as I see it without knowing everything. Just doing my best here, pal. But all in all, it was a solid attack. I'd probably give it a 3. I'll give it a 4. Yeah, it's a 4. Nothing. A 5 has got to be like, whoa, that was incredible. All right, so that was Tone. We did Slayer already. We did Titan, and Black River. All right, Holly, I hope you watch this video. I'm calling these videos mandatory, but I'm not going to make a huge deal about it. I'm not going to just, you don't have to prove to me you watched it. But you're dropping your Zookas over here, darling, and that's bad, but I love the fact that you're flaring over here. But we need to get your Zookas here, heavies here, and then flare to there, and then that will basically, see how your Zookas already just right off the boats are already way behind your heavies. That puts you at a disadvantage, and you'll see that in a moment. So you've gotten so much better about flaring the corners, flaring the wall, hugging the wall, but you still have a tendency to forget to re-flare, and here it is. And so they start walking, and your flare is out there. You should have been sending that flare long before it ever even ran out. Keep your eyes on the flares, and that's for everybody. Got to watch your flares. That's important. But you knew what you were trying to do. And then you did that flare. Holly, 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 you flared there. We can't flare there anymore. If you're trying to do this type of flare, then please flare here instead, and then let your guys walk over. You with me? So instead of flaring here and losing all the Zookas, we're gonna flare here. That'll get everybody here, and then they'll walk up on their own little path. Watch this. Walk, 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 walk. And then they'll set wherever they're gonna set, and it'll be fine. Because you flared here, you lost essentially all your girls like right away. Let's see what happened, and they're dead. You know, and then that was just kind of that. I don't like that flare. We got to stop doing that flare. I hate that flare. I'm going to continue to make fun of that flare, talk about that flare. It's a terrible flare. Moving on. Stort. You read the notes and you followed the notes perfectly. The notes called for you to go all Zooka. You had never really tried all Zooka before that I can recall. It was a poor mistake on our part of asking you to do that. Not that you're incapable, but we should have given you more practice. We should have actually taken time to coach you on it. We as management could have certainly have done better here. I forgot to change the notes. The plan was for Holly to have taken out these machine guns, and that didn't work out, so I should have changed the notes accordingly. That was a better flare than what Holly did, but it's still not great, and I'm shocking that machine gun like right away. And you gotta it just went wrong. So on Holly's attack, I'm gonna give her a 3. Stort, I'm giving this attack a 2, but it's not your 2, pal. That 2 is on me. Put that 2 in my scorecard. You did not do anything wrong. You followed notes exactly as you were supposed to. And that led to Sika who this was the last attack, and it was like kind of like, if Sika can find a way to pull this off, then we will beat Tinderbox finally for the first time. Sadly, it didn't work out. So Sika knows how to drop troops. Sika knows how to flare. Sika knows how to watch the flare. Sika knows how to hit the corners. Sika knows how to re-flare. Sika is really good at what Sika does. However, if I have to be critical, and I am required to, it seems like you could have broken off of those power cells much sooner, and then gotten in position for the win much sooner. If there was another attack behind you, then you had set up the next attack perfectly, brilliantly. Thank you so much. Sadly, there were no other attacks, so this was it. This was the one chance we had, and you timed out. You were in position, like you were ready to go. Like it looked like you were going to have some, as many free shots as you wanted, but just not enough. And that's how we didn't beat Tinderbox. But, that's okay. So, alright, so I talked much faster than I wanted to. Not a big fan of that, but I hope we're able to, I hope everybody was able to kind of get an idea and understanding what we were talking about on Black River. And if you have more specific questions, please message me on Facebook. Let me know in chat. If you have my number, text me, whatever. But as always, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please remember we are still unboomable, and please, please, please be safe. Thank you.